The presentation contains the personal opinions and views of the host and their guests. These views are their own and do not represent, reflect, or imply the official policies or positions of any organization, company, or association. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just ride. Put me on 45, don't get out of line. Yeah. Ooh, pick a side. The double lines we cross is dollar signs. Yeah. Ooh, hold up. Wait, I hear you just got paid. Make it rain.
You know, we all shake it. Look.
I'm trying not to sing because we always start the podcast off with Beyonce. We can't help it.
It's kind of hard when our intro is
hard.
Beyonce. I think that's
and
she's always in the news. She always got stuff cooking. So it's like,
I'm gonna let y'all do it today. So, are we excited for her to come back to the Met Gala?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
about time. She ain't
Is
been
Solange
since
coming?
got into a fight, right?
No.
I think the whole family
Solange
gonna be there.
probably
I think the whole
Y'all
family
think
gonna be
Blue
there.
gonna be there?
I think Jules
Blue
gonna be there.
Blue coming.
Oh, Blue
It's
is
her
coming.
time. It's her
Yeah,
time.
Blue's coming
Like
for
she's
sure.
14. It's time, baby. Like,
Do we
it's
think
Met time,
the other kids are going to be there? You know what other
No.
kids I'm talking about?
now Ruby would love to come, but Sir not having that, and so it'll be rude to just have Roomy without,
Yeah.
What about
Like
Kim's
girls.
kids? Is it time to introduce Kim's
No.
kids to the red
No.
carpet too?
No.
Okay.
I don't like to
Northwest
speak
out
about
here looking like
people's
an OMG girl. No,
North
Thank
out
you.
here making beats though. She out here making beats for the people.
We've never
She
said
already
she wasn't
tried.
talented. We've
Yeah.
never
Yeah, she out
said
here
that
making
North
beats for the
wasn't
people.
talented.
I'm just saying she got blue hair like my OMG girls back in the day.
But I
Listen,
think
she's expressive. We are okay with
Daddy's
expression. I just
Not
think
in a
some things
corset
are
at
a
that.
little too old. So yeah, a little
Kim
too
admitted. She admitted that was going too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The corset
Yeah.
or the hair.
Of course, I mean, I don't think that
Oh, okay.
The
colorful
hair is fine.
It's fine. I don't care about that. But that corset,
Yeah.
even Kim was like, in hindsight, yeah, that was crazy.
But what I will say about hair, if it's too long though, if it's past your
It
body,
is
hair is
long.
past
She
her
be
butt.
having long wigs.
She got
that
the
is
My
too
thing
long.
is wigs. Like,
You can wear
any-
lace front wigs.
that's what I'm saying. You have a lace front on at the age of like 12. I'm not rocking
That's
with that.
not helping. It's not helping your
First of all,
hair.
your
That's
edges.
not
You
the hair
You
fighting
do that
already.
little, you know how like some parents will like oblige their kids and let them do that little dye shampoo
That's
that'll
cute.
watch out. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Other little
little
wax strips or
highlights.
something.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
little highlights or something, but a full-on lace front.
But let's talk about it. Is it because she have access? And we're talking
Yes.
about class.
She's a
right?
billionaire's
so, like,
kid. Like,
she has access where the other kids are not. Their parents ain't finna take them to no professional
True.
salon
True.
and spend $350,
True.
$400 to get their hair colored. So that's
True.
part of the reason why they like, girl,
mean,
whatever. I don't care.
And it's also who her parents are, because you don't see Beyonce letting Blue get down like that.
I was just about to say, I feel like
she do highlight
Blue,
stuff.
she'd let, but in braids though, she
Right.
let her get a little color in her braids. Like
Really.
Blue, the only thing Beyonce do let Blue do is wear makeup, and apparently it's because she likes, like, she be doing Beyonce makeup.
And
she
I'm
like,
and Mama Tina. She be doing
yeah,
Mama Tina.
like Mama Tina be like, no, Blue did my makeup. So like, it's kind of like, oh, you kind of artist girl, and she don't ever look grown to me.
Agreed.
She's
She look
age
age appropriate. Yep,
yeah, like
absolutely.
Blue never looks grown, and
because
she's so
North
tall
looks
and beautiful.
18, 20 years old. And she's
Yes.
like,
And my thing with Kim is, baby, you knew that your daughter was gonna be curvy like you were at that age, and what you went through at that age. So let's like try to like
Steer a little more conservative.
and
Maybe
she
ain't
got
even a
black
word.
jeans. She has black jeans plus your
worse.
jeans. Like it's like,
yeah,
you were developed young, Kim, but like she also is black, so she's gonna be you times 30. Like she's curvy right now. Like North is curvy.
Yeah.
I wonder, is that why she wear all those big clothes too, though?
She does. She does.
Interesting. Well, listen, I don't want her to have body images, though, image issues, because so many people are commenting on her.
I
so
think
that's
that's
why I'm
maybe
just
why
like,
Kim
I'm
let
very
her
careful.
do it. I think that's why Kim lets her do it, because Kim grew up kind of like, feeling that way too, like conscious about her body, because she always had boobs and booty. Little.
But that's where it starts. So you just got to be careful.
Awkward age, right?
Yeah.
Like you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And your mama not helping you.
And she admitted it. She was like, and no, Kim did admit, she was like, baby, I'm a single parent out here. Sometimes things do fall through the cracks. And I look back and some of that stuff was a little too much. No, Jasmine, Kanye don't take care of them kids and
it's not about it's not that part, but it's like, yes, you're a single parent. But you know how many people probably up in that girl house?
Like, but that's also the thing too. But
that don't mean that she saw her before she walked out.
Yeah,
like nobody her stylist that did her hair.
I'm not always there. Is what she's saying. Like that girl be gone. She be at work.
I feel her. Yeah, she's everywhere, and other people probably watch her and all that thing.
I tried. I'm watching. I watched a little bit of
other little billionaire heirs kids. She got this little group. It's like this little Asian little girl and a little white little girl. All their parents billionaires, and they just be doing the same thing.
What a life!
They have access. They have access.
Like me and my billionaire
and so with
friends.
That, let's chat as we're talking award season. First of all, I want to give an honorable mention, not just because she's a part of my work fam, but because Tiana is just killing it, y'all.
Yeah. Did y'all see the movie?
I did
not see the movie.
No, I have not fully seen it yet, but I heard nothing but good things. What I will say is, I love all the love that she's getting. I love all the, ironically, flowers that she is getting as a rose is her signature. She got roses from Beyonce. She got roses from, so many celebrities, just like everybody's watching her journey, and it has to feel so good. Black woman in, these kind of spaces, we oftentimes, especially, not always light-skinned women, they get overlooked and they get overseen. And so just proud of Tiana, because I will say
getting that Oscar.
Work hard.
She getting that Oscar.
Hard. She is a hard worker. Nothing is given to her. She works as hard as she can.
Yeah.
And I'm just giving like Tiana your flowers, girl. We see you. You look good in your dress. Also, we talked about this earlier in the pre-pod. Another person to get flowers to, Olandria.
Yeah.
Because she's out here crushing these red carpets.
Oh my God, yes.
As much as we talked about Love Island, we have to give her some flowers.
Yes.
Because I have never seen somebody come out of a show where it's a dating show. And we don't even know if you've been like that man still. I don't even know if you like him.
We do. They in love.
I think she do. Because he be going in them comments about her, y'all. I don't know if y'all
do.
But he don't play
about her. They love each other.
Again,
bad.
don't try
like, I was a hater, but
that's what I'm saying. The couple that everybody thought was fake.
I was a hater.
They lasted versus Ace and
everybody else.
What's her name?
They're the only couple together.
Ace and Shelly, we knew they were all about trying to get something from each other.
Yeah.
But Olandria hit that red carpet, y'all, in that green,
she looked
gorgeous.
She never looked bad. I ain't seen
that body. You know what I want? I want her measurements.
Her waist,
her waist
18.
is
I just want to look at. I just had to order a bridesmaid's dress based off my measurements, and I was just like thinking about other people's measurements, like. What does that look like? You
don't want my waist. You don't want my waist inches. It's
okay.
But wait. Before
after that baby said what waist?
Before we get off of movie stuff, but I did want to plug Tiana. Going back to Tiana really quick.
Yes.
Because y'all know I'm a part. Like me and my friends, like we take movies very seriously. We are AMC A-listers. We go to the movies probably every Thursday or every other Thursday. Like it's a big deal for us. But I would say One Battle After Another and Sinners is going to be this year's Barbieheimer. Like,
I can see
one
that.
or the other. Like, who's going to win the awards, right? And I will say where the controversy comes into play, and I've been seeing a lot of discourse about Tiana's character being that we get awarded for these sometimes like unsavory roles as a Black woman. They tried to compare her to Monsters Ball, Halle Berry.
Yeah.
Now, what I will give her props for, I think it takes, because you know, socially she's like a revolutionary to me. Like Tiana has always like spoken up about like the hardest things, or like just even being a mom and like having her own production company. And like, baby, we've seen her since My Super Sweet 16. Like we have
Sweet
grown up with this girl.
16.
Like
her.
we have grown up with her, to choreography, like doing choreography for Beyonce, to singing, signing with Kanye, and to be
Bless her.
honest, her man dimmed her light, and that's what I'm really gonna get to. Seeing how her career was when she was married to that man versus where she's at now, and reading a little bit of them divorce proceedings when she was like, she quit music because he didn't want her to do anything. She just kind of gave up creatively because he just was very much like, it was all about him. And the movie itself, just to give y'all a little premise about the movie, it's a movie about revolutionaries, right? And how being a revolutionary is always kind of like being one. The movie is called One Battle After Another, and it kind of marvels of like being a revolutionary is always like another battle to fight, whether it's okay, people are coming to look for me, or like, do I have the courage to fight? And then like real life happens in the middle of it, and what happens, and her character is like, her arc is basically like her becoming a mom in the middle of a revolution with her revolutionary partner, and what happens after that. And even though she wasn't in the whole movie, and everybody's like, oh, she was only in the movie for 15 minutes, but babe, let me tell you, them 30-45 minutes she was in that movie,
They said she had a very pivotal part.
But it's saying she
the
obviously
movie
made
was
an
about
impact.
her. The movie was literally about her being a revolutionary, her life choices, and then the aftermath of that, right? And so I just didn't like how people were criticizing, like, oh, Black women only went for like overly sexualized roles, and they have to be with a white man because, you know, she was with Leonardo DiCaprio. And I didn't like how they were trying to dim her light, because if you think about it, this girl came from My Super Sweet 16 to being a songwriter, to being a recording artist, switching into acting, and now you want a Golden Globe, and she's gonna win that Oscar, y'all. Like, to be honest, this was the precursor to the Oscar.
Yeah.
Come on.
Everybody's saying that.
Like, and so for me, it's like, let's not do that. And then I also want to give like just a quick shout out to the Sinners cast and Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
I didn't gonna overlook them. I knew it was gonna be a bunch of snubs. I knew it was gonna be a problem. Hopefully the Oscars gets it right, because the only two awards that I will say that for sure I thought they had in the bag was Best Director and Original Screenplay, right? I learned that the Golden Globes do not separate original screenplay from adapted screenplay like the Oscars do.
Okay.
I'm praying that because One Battle After Another was an adapted screenplay from a book, and that Sinners was his own, that Ryan Coogler gets his flowers.
I'm gonna need Michael to get something. That man played two characters.
Thank you,
pretty much
Jack.
three characters,
I
4
wasn't
characters.
gonna get deep into it.
I'm
So
sorry.
let's talk about it, because how are some movies that just came out 2 weeks ago able to get awards?
Timothy Chalamet, whatever that mess.
Marty Supreme in the theater.
I did not like it.
And here's
I didn't like it.
And I don't even want to get into my whole
Uncut
Black
Gems.
people bag, but this right here, I don't like that. They do this.
Have
every
y'all
time.
seen the Adam Sandler movie Uncut Gems?
Uncut Gems? Yeah, Uncut Gems.
Basically, Marty Supreme is basically like an Uncut Gems of ping pong.
Yeah, and it's about ping pong. Like, stop playing with me.
Like,
stop playing with me.
Again, we all know as Black people, they're gonna give us something, but then they're gonna keep moving. They're gonna keep moving.
Denzel got snubbed for Malcolm
Spike Lee
X.
has never won Best Director.
He has never won. Come on, like, this is the history. This is what they do.
No Black person has ever won Best Director. That's why I was like, the one that I wanted for Ryan Coogler.
I thought he won for Black Klansman. He didn't win for Black Klansman?
No. They gave him like an honorary something.
Got an honorarium for
he's
Black
never
Klansman.
won.
In other words,
here.
Oh, he did win something for Black Klansman. He did win something, but I don't know what it was.
It might have been screenplay, but it was not. I don't think
it was
Black
a
screenplay. It was screenplay. But this is, I'm praying and I'm hoping, because the lady that won I think it was like Best Picture or something, it was an Asian lady. She got up there and she was like, Ryan,
Right.
She pulled an Adele with Beyonce.
She really did.
I probably shouldn't be up here
because we're tired of it, and I don't even
Yeah.
want you to have to say it, and I don't even want you to even have to
Yeah.
feel like you got to give me my flowers
So
on
just
your special day.
prepare.
But they know. But they know what system they're
Prepare.
in.
They do.
It's like,
Yeah.
we the
Yeah.
ones that got to be ready. They be
And
knowing.
to be
They be
honest,
knowing.
I watched the interview with Ryan Coogler, and it really like almost made me cry because he was talking about how the shift in his personality and like coming to all these things changed because of Chadwick. And he was saying that like, you know, he never came to these awards and did all this stuff because he just wants to be behind the scenes and he just let Chadwick do everything. And then he said literally filming the last Black Panther, Chadwick was telling him like, no, baby, you need to go to these things. You need to do this. You need to champion yourself and you need to put yourself out there. And so like seeing him and his wife and like, I'm just praying he gets something at the Oscars.
Okay, Mandy, you're making me sad.
I think that he should. Okay, so in All Roads Lead Back to Kris Jenner, Timothy Chalamet and Kylie.
Mm-hmm.
It's so interesting. Now you've been with Black men this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
They don't.
But he's a wigger. He's a wigger.
Yeah, but he rap though.
He that rapper. He that rapper.
He white boy of the year according to Ant-Man.
But he Eminem though. So
he's a wigger.
Did y'all see that man singing Melodies from Heaven?
Yes, like that's what I'm saying. So it makes sense that she got with a acceptable quote unquote white man that still have quote unquote Black aesthetic to her in her head. Like he's a wigger.
Jesus,
Girl, I'm sick of them. I thought they would be out. I thought they would be gone by now. I felt
he said my partner of 3 years.
3 years, and then I had to think about that. I was like, they've been together for 3 years.
3 years.
I meant the Kardashians.
They had got together right after she had Travis Scott's last baby. That baby was like 2 months old when she got with him.
She wanted all her babies to have the same baby.
She just wanted all. Yeah, she just wanted her babies to be.
And I literally remember because you know his fan base, like he has like a cult following, and this. And when they found out he was dating Kylie, baby, they melted. Like it was like the world was ending for them. They're just now accepting her in year 3. His fan base is.
Cause she ain't going nowhere. It's like a family. Well, I guess she ain't going nowhere. I guess we need to start liking her.
Speaking of, you know, we have a podcast. We're in the podcasting space. This was the first time at the Golden Globes that they did a best podcast award, and it went to.
I love that.
Girl, but the category was so.
What's her name? The funny lady, Amy Poehler.
Yeah,
Amy Poehler. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never listened to her podcast.
I didn't know she had
a podcast.
I was like, I didn't know she had one.
I'm sorry.
Well, maybe they
I have a podcasting category and don't have. I'm sorry, Joe, but like, what are we talking about,
bro? I was thinking that I was like, if out of all the podcasts that have a cult following, Call Her Daddy makes sense.
Call Her Daddy.
She has a cult following. The JBP should have been up there, dog.
Easy.
Like, I'm sorry,
granted,
man.
He didn't submit, but if he did submit,
but still, man,
they should ask.
You still got to submit your work though. So
True,
you know, unless you know, and it's a new category, so they probably didn't even know where to go with it.
Was Michelle Obama one of them? Because I mean, she has a kind of. Dang.
I love her podcast.
No,
yeah, you got
no Black people. It was no Black people in that category.
See, that's
it was no Black people. It was. I would say this was the Golden Globes. Honestly, it's not my favorite award because I'd be like, but you kind of can. It's kind of like the precursor.
You can tell what's going to happen
in the Oscars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of like, there's not really Black people. Like it was just Michael B. Jordan, Sterling K. Brown.
Okay, we're not gonna act like Paradise wasn't good.
Paradise
but to lose to the Pit,
great.
I was cool. To lose to the Pit,
I didn't have a problem with that because the Pit is also good.
I was cool. To lose to Noah Wiley from the Pit, baby, I couldn't be mad. I'm sorry. Me personally.
See, I don't really be watching a lot. See, I'm not a movie girl, so that's
why
Marla, me either, girl. I can't sit through a movie. Truthfully,
it's a TV show.
No, I'm saying, like I stick to Law and Order as for you to go to bed. So, like, I'm not finna be somebody.
I'm not that deep. I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing.
I do too, Marla. I go to bed to Law and Order.
And the only reason why I do SVU is because y'all were talking about me for watching Snap. So
it's the same, as we should. But
basically, SVU ain't that much.
At least
better,
do they solve the case on SVU at least?
Like, yes, but I would say the Pit is basically. I don't know if y'all ever. I went down a rabbit hole probably 6 months ago. I went down a rabbit hole on Hulu and watched the old show called 24. Some of the greatest TV you will ever see in your freaking life.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Right. And basically the premise of 24 was it was 24 episodes in a season, and every episode represented
I think
an hour.
Darian watched that.
Yeah, and every episode represented an hour out of a 24-hour day in the life of a CIA agent, right? So the pit is
My heart can't
basically,
handle that.
but
It's too
it's
much
so
for me.
anxious. It is.
I can't
It's
do
weird.
anything that's
But
like make
Marla,
my heart. I can't do stuff like
imagine
that.
this. The pit is in the same theme, but it's each episode is 1 hour out of a 24-hour shift in an ER.
I don't want it. I
I
don't
don't
want it.
I see the
Girl,
commercial
you
for
watch
the
Grey's
pit, and I was
Anatomy.
like,
What
that
you
look
talking about?
interesting.
Marla, you love
And
Grey's
Owen's
Anatomy.
themes were the most traumatic for me. Can we go back
Okay.
to Addison with the babies? I can't.
Got you.
I
No,
can't
that,
do.
see, that's why I
can't
can't
do
watch Grey's
ER.
Anatomy. It is too
It's too
trauma-inducing for me.
It is.
It-
So, but what I would say about ER is what made it. I mean, not ER. The pit. What
The
made
Pit.
it like one of the greatest, like highest rated shows. It just debuted last year, and they already back already with season 2 because they know
Mhm.
what's going on. What made it so popular is all ER doctors and anybody that work in the ER said that is the most accurate like description of working in the ER. And when you watch the show, you will understand. Like it is like
I may try, but all the blood and
That's what
like,
I can't do
all
blood.
it is. But Marla, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It makes me this show made me respect ER. Like it made me calm down.
I always respect ER without
Like
watching the show.
you go to
I
the
need to
ER, you
see
be
it.
sitting there and you just like, oh my god, like what are they doing? Like, come get me. No, that show, I was like, okay, let me shut up. Let me shut
See, that's
up.
too much. See, you know what it is? I keep telling y'all, I have to watch calm things. I have to
It's
read
not calm,
calm
it's
things.
anxiety inducing.
Girl, Snap
Girl.
ain't calm, and neither is ER. What are these?
So I don't know what she on.
What SVU is calm.
Girl, I watch
Olivia
Harry
is
Potter.
gonna solve it every time at the
I
end.
told Harry Potter to go to bed. You talking about
I
some
finally finished Harry Potter, y'all. Sorry not to get off that.
She
but
did.
That's
Okay,
what
let's
I
keep going. Okay, so
let's go.
So
Let's
we
keep going.
so we
Sorry.
hit awards.
Harry
And so
Potter.
this is award season.
Grammys.
So
Grammys.
Grammys. We're gonna also
Grammys
recap
segue
some of the
first.
award shows.
Yep, it's coming.
So stay tuned for that. So now we're going to get into the Bravo world. We got a few shows we want to talk about. We were very selective this time on what shows we are only going to talk about, the ones that are actually really doing something.
Yeah.
And so kicking us off, we're going to first start with Traitors.
Woo!
We're back. We are so excited that Traitors is back, y'all. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot how much I love Traitors.
Same.
For those who, spoiler alert, I'm just going to say spoiler alert. If you have not caught up on the episodes, this ain't stop right now.
Pause.
Watch the episode.
Go watch and then come back.
And then come back to this. Okay.
Yes.
Because we're about to talk about all of it. Okay.
All of it.
What I love about Traitors is it's on Peacock. And for those who don't understand the reference, it's very much mafia in real life. If you ever played mafia, what it is you have a group of what are they called? Not innocent people. What are they called?
Faithfuls or traitors?
Faithfuls.
Yeah, faithfuls.
Innocents.
Innocents.
So you got a group of faithfuls, a group of faithfuls, and then you have a very small group of traitors. The faithfuls have to try to figure out the traitors before the end of the game. But at the same time, the traitors are also able to kill people. And exit them. But the faithfuls have power because if they suspect that you're a traitor, that they can also vote you out. So it's a really great show. Lately, after the first season, they really focused more on celebrities because the first season was good, but people really needed the money and it got
cutthroat.
It was
real
so
harsh.
bad.
It was bad.
My God.
But I'm still going to say the girl that won that first season was still
a game player.
She was one of the best traitors so far.
It was unfair.
That I've ever seen.
She was on Survivor. She was on Survivor twice. She was on Big
and
Brother.
She done it again. Yeah.
Yes, and she's about to be on the 50th season that starts next month.
Yeah. She's a gamer. That was not fair.
Good,
she was
but what made her so good is y'all, she comes off so genuine.
She did.
Like, she
Her
comes
name
off
was
so
never
genuine.
mentioned at a banishment in the whole entire season.
She is the best traitor to this day that I've seen. But the issue is, it was other people who hadn't worked in a while and actually
they
really
was
needed
regular
money.
people.
And so they couldn't get over the fact that like she actually lied to them, like she was supposed to in the game, and took the money.
They
so
took
with
it so
that,
personally.
Family.
I love that Peacock was like, you know what? Let's keep it light. It got a little dark on that first season.
People that got money.
The first season.
we gonna pick people that are still actively, you know, in the game. They got coins.
Or Bravo rehab. They need Bravo rehab.
Or need some Bravo rehab, you know, like Tom Sandoval, or like, you know, we're gonna talk about Candace this season. Phaedra. So like, let's see them back on the screen.
Dorinda.
Let's see how people respond to them.
Love Island.
Some people
like
that maybe
Rob.
we've missed. Some and what I also love is it's all different kinds of shows. You even got some athletes. You even got, you know, RuPaul's Drag Race. You have
they had
all
a
the
songwriter on
gaming
there this year,
shows.
which is
Last year they had a English
Zac Efron brother.
member of the like.
You got
Royal
family
party.
members, which
Parliament.
is why, you know,
yeah,
we
they had
talk
like
about
Parliament and like people from the royal family. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, he was good though. I actually liked him.
He was. He made it a long way.
Fast forward to this season. You know, I'm not gonna lie. One of the best traitors after the first season. I thought Phaedra did a phenomenal job.
I
think too, because they
she's a
underestimate the housewives. I think they all think the housewives are super dumb and stupid, and that because they're not gamers, that they don't know how to play a game.
And all housewives
now some of them don't, like Porsha,
big old game.
But we gonna talk about it.
Now, can we talk about? Can we start with Porsha, please?
Okay, we're gonna start with Porsha.
I just have to say this, y'all.
Oh,
please,
no, let's give the listeners. Let's lead into it.
I'm gonna lead y'all into this.
This season,
Porsha is on this show, right? Well, a little bit more back season, Marla. I said back season. What's it called? Background.
Backstory.
A little bit more backstory. Every season since season 1, the number one target is always the housewives. Everybody coming to the show and be like, get rid of housewives, get rid of housewives. And like every single season since, the housewives has been going episode 1, episode 2. Like they got rid of Dorinda first. They got rid of Tamra.
Dorinda, I'm with Dustin. She didn't even get to hang up her coat or eat breakfast
at all.
They exited her. They
exited
her so fast. She didn't even get to see
all
the whole cast.
because she wanted to eat breakfast or dinner together. That's why
she didn't get to. She didn't even get to see both sides of the castle before she decided.
They said,
that
put
was
your
wrong.
bags down. Put your bags
down. Thank you for your services.
So this season we have Caroline Stanberry from the Real Housewives of Dubai. We have Lisa Rinna from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We have Candace Diller Bassett from the Real Housewives of Potomac, and we have Porsha Williams.
Oh, and
from Real
Dorinda.
Housewives of Atlanta. And Dorinda from Real Housewives of
came
New
back.
York.
Baby,
She came. They gave her a reprieve because she's good TV.
But she's been laying low.
Not they gave her a round of applause when she walked in for the first
break. You made it. But let me just say this. Before I even watched this, I said, do y'all not realize how dumb Porsha is?
Yeah. Oh, don't call her dumb. The baby is
it's
challenged.
It's like the Underground Railroad. It's like a train.
Underground. It was a choo-choo train.
265
days a year. Like I knew. I said, listen. I think that they're casting her to be a train wreck or to laugh at her. Somewhere in between.
Or both.
Because no way. Because she doesn't see strategy in a game like this.
Candace tried to help her and she threw Candace under the bus.
Candace did not try to help her.
No, she did. We finna talk about it. Yes, she did. We finna talk about it.
I feel like she did too.
She did.
Feel like she did.
Porsha is stupid. Sorry, I didn't.
She still don't think she did.
So I'm with Shay.
No, hold on, y'all. One opinion at a time.
Okay. Can I start? I just want to talk about Porsha.
Okay, we'll talk about Porsha first.
Because Porsha, I knew out of anybody who was gonna put their foot in their mouth was gonna be Porsha. And to the listeners, the first 3 episodes of Traitors is always kind of like the most entertaining because it's like these people really have nothing to go off of for who's a traitor and who's not. Because it's like, I don't know you. We got to get somebody out now. I don't know. You look funny. You said something crazy. It's you. So the one thing you want to do the first 3 episodes is shut up. Let's close that mouth.
Just watch.
Just lay low.
Just watch. Just be in the background. Try your hardest at the challenges, but shut it on up. My girl Porsha, first episode, sat down with the people and said, so yeah, we killed so-and-so last night. Yeah. Me and Ramon looked at each other and said nothing.
And the explanation of why she said that was even like, girl, you been
No, keep going. No, we ain't gonna get to the explanation. No.
Last night we killed somebody, you know. We killed so-and-so. So who? Come on, let's think. What's next? And everybody looking at her like,
girl, we ain't did nothing. We
Nothing.
ain't did nothing. We were asleep.
The traitors killed somebody. The traitors.
She said,
Okay, I'm gonna insert right here. Hold on. I listened to the episode today with Carlos and Dustin.
Go ahead.
And Carlos made a very, he made me think about something. Okay. So we did know that Nene Leakes was scheduled to actually be on Traitors.
Yes.
And because her son
Had that
ended up in the
issue.
hospital almost 2 weeks before the show was about to start, that's when they called Porsha. Now, here's the problem.
No, ma'am.
Porsha never watched the show before she agreed.
Girl, she don't know what she's signing for.
And she probably, the only phone call she probably called was Phaedra, which was, hey, I think it was on the show before. Can you explain to me what this show is and what I'm doing? And that's not good context.
She said, what does she look like?
She was a traitor, you know?
So, hold on. So, exactly. So, and then he also made a good point. It was like, and then think about it. She got all these endorsement deals. She out here trying to get her fits together. That's what's on her mind.
Yes.
She's trying to get so she can get her
Go
point.
naked hair. Go naked hair.
Go naked hair. Like 2 weeks.
Times in one episode. I said, what is happening?
2 weeks.
She looked good.
So when I think about it, I'm like, typically, if you sign up to be on a show that you've never been on, you would likely have enough time to actually binge watch the show so you understand what's going on.
Porsha don't care, girl.
To be fair, I don't think Porsha had time. She crammed for the test, and what we are seeing play out in real life is she didn't understand the context of the book. She tried to pre-read and pre-study, but she did not understand what was going on. So now continue.
Yeah. She didn't even open the book.
Okay, let's go back a little bit because I will say, speaking of Housewives, I could tell that production deliberately decided this year they're not going to allow people to go up the Housewives because they made, let's talk about the Traitors. Like I said, spoiler alert. If you have not watched episodes 1 through 3, let's cut this off. Come back to us. Thank you. So the Traitors they selected were perfect. In my perfect world.
Mandy.
In my perfect
Good
world.
job, production. Good job.
All villain art.
Lisa
all of
Rinna,
them.
Candace Diller Bassett, and Rob from Love. They're literally villains in real life to people.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
literally.
I was like, this is the most conniving group of traitors.
But they're all likable. Candace is likable. Rob is likable.
Yes,
girl.
he is.
Lisa is somebody that smiles a lot, and they all like to talk
Lisa
to her.
is the biggest snake.
Can I tell y'all something about Lisa? That girl is dripped down. Who is styling her?
All of them got their style.
Well,
I didn't like that all leopard outfit.
I loved it. Those like boxy suits with those thigh-high boots, and I've been into the red leather. Like she been eating it down to me.
It's when she came in with that leopard Michael Jackson hat with the hair.
I get it, but I think she's dripping down. But anyway,
I agree.
Putting them all together, and they got the key when they opened those hoods and got the laughing with each other. I was just like, oh, this is gonna be perfect.
Mandy, even more why I think they got it right. Out of the 3 traitors, one of the traitors will actually go against the other, and that's Lisa Rinna. Because she is a snake.
For sure. She
So
don't care.
within the Traitors, Candace is she's an absolute loyalist.
Yes.
She do not like to go against anybody that she is loyal
And that's
to.
gonna be a
But
problem
Lisa
for
don't
her.
care.
Lisa don't
Not at
Lisa
all.
Rinna
Lisa
don't
about Lisa.
care. I mean,
She
she
said, I
voted
love
for
Porsha.
Porsha.
She said, I love
Lisa
Porsha. That's my
voted for
girl.
I love you, Porsha. Her. Porsha, I'm voting for you. I said, oh.
Meanwhile, y'all can say what
you
y'all
could
want
have
to
voted for
say.
anybody that day.
But Candace kept telling Michael Rappaport, "Don't you put no coffin in any of the housewives."
She did.
Coffin. She kept saying, "No, we're not doing that. You're not doing that." And even when he still tried to put it in Porsha, she was the main one mouthing off. So
Yes.
I'm gonna keep saying, and we're gonna keep going. I'm
I
gonna give
will
you some
say-
more. Keep going.
I would say out of all the Traitors, I think the person that's gonna be found out the most is Candace because she talked too much.
She talked too much.
Yes.
She still
She
talking
talks
too much.
too much.
Unnecessarily.
Like
too.
it's
Lying
like
about Michael Rappaport.
lying to Porsha in that car about
No, she
Michael
didn't get.
Rappaport.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
No,
Let's start
that
right
was
here.
Marla. That
Let's
was
stop
bad
right here.
gameplay.
No, it wasn't. Listen, and
talked
this is
too
why I
You knew
understand why
Porsha can't hold water.
No, Porsha didn't
Strong.
understand the game. So here's the thing: she in the car, random girl, her and Porsha.
She tried to.
She
set up
wanted
Michael
to say
Rappaport.
to Porsha, yes, she's trying to say to Porsha because he didn't say it at that moment, but he did say it. He kept saying, "I want to get the Real Housewives." So in so many words, she's like, "Yeah, girl." In other words,
He
you
want
need to
us.
vote for Michael Rappaport.
Mhm.
But she didn't come out and say it in front of old girl. So she's
Right.
like, I don't want to talk about it in a sense of like it didn't just happen. So
Right.
what she's like, yeah, girl, he tried to put a coffin, and he did. Yeah, girl, we need to go after him. Porsha,
You can't tell Porsha that.
No.
You can't tell
Porsha's
Porsha that,
so
y'all. That's
stupid.
no.
Because
Candace
here's the other
messed
thing.
up.
No, here's the other thing that pissed me off about Porsha is why I'm happy she left. You then go to Michael Rappaport, who
As
we
you
just
should.
literally told you that he's trying to get all the housewives out. Porsha,
Yeah.
you ain't that don't make sense. If
It
you
did
are
make sense to
still
me.
with the Real Housewives, why would you go to him
So we
and
can
be
get
like,
him out.
It's not about getting him out. Candace was looking at her like, no, that was for us.
Because
that
Candace
was
was lying. Because this is what happened. Candace tried to start a strategy of like, I want to put some seeds in people's ear to get Michael out because I do know Michael is coming for the housewives, right?
Housewives.
But
Porsha, you're a housewife.
But listen, this is
She
why I
forgot.
say. This is why I say.
What?
I was gonna say no, but this is why I say. Out of everybody, Candace should have realized who Porsha is. Porsha has never
Yes.
held water in her entire freaking life. When has
Right,
Porsha
oh.
ever held anything? Ever?
Right. She wrote a tell-all
Ever.
book
She's a
about
Cancer.
herself.
Like
She's a Cancer.
She wrote a tell-all book about herself.
She's a Cancer.
And
She's a
so,
Cancer.
and you gotta know that this film right after Atlanta Housewives film and right before they film it again. So she in housewife mode. She in confrontation mode. And so for me,
She approaching
I
it like
knew-
she was at the Housewives. I agree.
I said as soon because to me, if I was Porsha, I would, and she did it around the group so people can start looking at him like, why he over here game playing with everybody saying who he getting out so he could start looking suspicious. But then she did not expect Candace and the other girl to lie and say she never said it.
But that's because she started to make Candace and the other girl look bad.
Candace should have shut her mouth.
No,
That's why I
no,
said
no,
Candace
no,
gonna
no,
get
no.
found first. Candace
No,
getting found first. She's gonna be the first traitor to go.
What I am saying is, Porsha, why would you walk up on him?
Y'all, I'm keep telling y'all,
And be
she's
like,
dumb.
to me, that would have been a side. I would have first did this as a sidebar strategy, right? We're talking strategy.
Yes.
We're talking
I
about
would have
Porsha Williams.
first pulled him aside and been like, yo, I wouldn't even have said verbatim what she said. I would have been
Marla.
like, yo, I'm hearing that you coming for the housewives. Like, I thought you was an ally. Like, you be on Bravo all the time. What's
Marla.
going on? Like, I'm hearing that you
But you
Marla.
trying to have
tripping.
logical conversation and
With
Porsha,
Porsha
And see
Williams.
what he say. And then after he say what he said, they'd be like, no, I'm about to go to the
Marla,
group
you're talking
because-
about Porsha Williams. That's like
You are
them
asking a lot
putting
for her.
Toya Bush Harris on that show.
Oh yeah, she would also fail.
yes,
You
yes, she
know,
would.
100% would fail.
like, come on, y'all. Let's be real. We talking about specific.
The light ain't on
people.
for certain people.
It is
That's
not.
what I'm
And-
saying. Like, and
All I'm
Candace
saying,
out
they
of
could have got somebody
everybody
else.
should know the light ain't on up there in Porsha.
Yeah. No, I would say Portia is. We're not saying that she's
They
not
did the girls trip
smart.
together. She should
The
know.
game ain't for everybody.
I think Portia just
Dumb.
she thinks out. No, she wears her emotions. The problem why she's not good for this
Her
game.
sleeve.
She wears all of her emotions on her
Mhm.
sleeve. She cannot hide anything.
Mm-hmm.
She is the exact opposite of what you need to be a gamer in this game.
Yes.
Because, and I'm gonna be honest, most cancers they pop off like that because they can't hold no emotion, and so and they show everything on their face.
True.
And then if you say they hear you talking about them, is well, what you say and what you no, baby, play the game. Play the
Ain't
game.
nobody
Play the
strategic.
game.
Nah.
Play
But
the
see, but what
game.
makes Traitors this season so good, you need people like that. That's not really all the way there. The problem with last season was everybody was too strategic. Nobody wanted to talk last season.
That's true.
It was so boring. Like
This
nobody
season
wanted
is
to
better.
nobody wanted to talk. Nobody wanted to say who they thought of. The last season, the first 4 episodes, everybody was scared to say who they thought was a traitor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took forever in them confessionals. for
somebody
them
out.
to
I'm gonna say
say
Boston Rob
anything.
definitely got it popping though eventually.
Oh no,
Eventually.
it started
Right,
to.
eventually. But what
When
I'm
they
saying is
introduced them,
this season, episode 1, everybody, that's a traitor. That's like it was.
I loved it.
It's
Yeah,
very
I
much like
loved it.
nobody's scared. Nobody's scared.
Yeah, and what I will also say, as we're talking about, like I want to just go on record and say, I think Porsha was a great castmate. But as soon as they mentioned her name for this, I raised
said
an
no.
eyebrow. And I said, baby ain't gonna make it far.
I knew she was gonna
I
go
didn't think she was gonna get out. I didn't think she was gonna get out that fast.
I knew it.
And I also want to
didn't,
go on
man.
record and say the one thing that I don't like that she's doing is she's blaming her bad gaming on Candace.
I agree.
No,
That's what I don't like.
Candace,
What's she
production,
Take
Michael Rappaport.
accountability. Yeah, she's blaming. She literally
everybody.
on all the
Yes,
sites saying
girl.
she's blaming Candace as to why she left early.
And
I'm
did you see
like,
what Candace
baby,
said about her? Did you see
baby,
what Candace said about her?
he
recently?
gave 3 reasons that had nothing to do with Candace as to why they all thought you were a traitor. And that was all stuff that you said. To your point, Mandy, what would make you say, yeah, we killed him last night?
What would make you say that?
What would make you, what was the other
He
2?
said
She knew the amount of traitors there were.
Yes.
She's like,
Yes,
it's 4 of them,
traitors.
ain't it? And they all looking
Yeah.
at her like, how you know how many traitors there are?
That was
now,
very
to be
suspicious.
fair,
How
he
she know
did
that,
say
though?
at the beginning of the show that there was
No,
going
he
to be
never
a
said the
secret
amount.
one.
They
He
didn't
never
know.
said the amount.
So how
Marla,
did
he
she know the
never said.
amount?
That's why I was like, what's
Crazy.
going on?
Exactly. Exactly.
never
I really
said the
did. Can I be
amount.
honest? I really did think she was a traitor, the secret traitor. And I thought she was just being dumb. I really
thought
did.
so,
No,
too.
I thought it was Michael Rappaport.
I did too. I thought it was Michael Rappaport.
He was too ignorant. I feel like he's too
Because he was
ignorant.
getting
Should we
too
talk
mad about
about-
the shields.
Wait, okay. One thing. Before
I
we
need
get
a
to the secret
shield. I
traitor.
need a shield.
One thing
I'm
before
so
we get to
sick
the
of him.
secret traitor, the only thing I saw from a clip from Candace's recent interview with Carlos King, and he asked her why she unfollowed Porsha. She said she unfollowed Porsha because she heard her talking that stuff about sleeping with Angela's husband last season and was like, no, ma'am. I said that's so real.
I agree though. I agree.
So real. That is so real.
You also
Like,
stuff. Type
anyway.
of woman are you? Right.
So moving on to the secret traitor. So
That lady was so suspicious. It takes Justin to talk about it. Justin was like,
But
I knew it was her from the beginning.
I did not find her
I did not.
suspicious. I did not find her suspicious.
I thought it was Michael Rappaport.
I thought
Jam
it was
Jam.
Porsha.
I thought it was,
really did think it was
was
Porsha.
Jam Jam or Michael Rappaport.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was. I mean,
But
if it would have been Porsha, I wouldn't have been surprised. But I also
because she
felt
kept
this-
slipping. It
dumb
didn't
to
make
kill
sense.
people.
Nothing else made sense to me for her
Yes.
to say.
Why
those
would you say
things
that?
Unless
Her
she
reasoning
was,
didn't make sense.
unless she really did it. And so she was even throwing me. I would have voted for her. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
let me say this.
I'm like, why would you say that unless you really did it? Like, I don't
Let me
understand.
say this. After doing like a think about this, okay, so for the viewers, like I said, spoiler alert again, the secret traitor was Donna Kelsey. And the reason why I feel like this happened, and I read an article about this, and it makes sense. Think about those challenges. Did we ever see Donna Kelsey in those challenges? Think hard.
No.
That's
can't
true.
do
I
that.
don't
She too
remember
old.
seeing her
She
in
too
any of
old.
them.
She was not.
She's too
So
old.
the theory that people are having is the production team could not pass up the opportunity to get the Swifties to tune in.
Oh, absolutely.
So they created
let me not say that.
I know what you're gonna say, but they created a way for her to participate in the show without having to do the challenges because she physically can't. And so they put into the contract that she'll at least get to be a traitor. And so they created this secret traitor situation.
But she was terrible at it. She was actually pretty bad at it.
Because
I didn't think she was bad. I really did not believe she was a traitor.
She came in solo. Like I feel like
too humble. She's too humble.
In order to survive in this, like they gotta have cliques, like the gamer clique, the housewife clique, the Love Island clique, this clique. It was just I'm Donna.
She was too awkward. It was awkward white woman. Like
like her.
And if I'm gonna be honest, Rod, one of the first people I'm gonna look at is I'm gonna be like,
it's you.
She don't match.
They gonna make Taylor Swift mama a traitor. I would have said her name.
Why is she on this show?
Why is she here?
I was.
I look at her too.
I'm saying I'm thinking. See, what Candace said that she's doing is thinking about it from a production standpoint, and that's why I think she's good because from a production standpoint, because I remember before she even met the traitor, she said it was Lisa. I said, "Oh God, girl, you done messed yourself up." Because yes, she is a traitor.
But she was good. I ain't gonna lie. If Candace would have been a faithful, though,
she would have got him. Because she's thinking from production standpoint, and that's how. Got him. As a faithful, I feel like you got to think. What would production do to make the show good?
People would do, but what would production do?
And so for me, I'm out from day one. I would have went for Donna Kelsey because you know they gonna make her a traitor. You know that, bro.
And then especially with her being a silent traitor, I was like, why she would they need to do that?
Who's on the short list to kill? I knew it was her kind of when she started picking gamers all together, and then she started
all the gamers.
All of her short lists were like
it was all the gamers.
Like, I know,
which it also made it look like okay, all the gamers are getting kicked off. So either a gamer is taking them out, or other groups are taking them out.
But I'm glad because that's what they used to do with the housewives, and now on Twitter, all the gamer like little cliques are like, y'all are so annoying. So and so that boy Rob. So they said the Lord with Rob from I think he was from Survivor or Big Brother, one of those. The Lord with him is like he won his season like 20 years ago, and then he was scared to come back to a game show. So he didn't come back to, I think it was Survivor or something, like a 20th anniversary. He chose to come back, and now he got out first episode, and now he's like scared again. And everybody's like, why would y'all do this to him? It's like, we don't know this man.
We don't know that man.
Not at all. 20 years.
Like, we don't know.
Relevant.
All the gamers on Twitter are like, they're like a cult following. Like, they be going in on Candace husband on Twitter.
Yeah, they crazy. They different.
They be going, and it's like, we don't know this man. And everybody was coming back to them like, just like y'all was going for the housewives every single season.
Because if you watch the housewives, you know, don't trust no Lisa Rinna.
I know that. No, Lisa.
No, I'm not. I might trust everybody, but I'm not.
If I was Candace after she wrote Porsha's name down, I'd have been like,
girl, side eye.
Got
I would like this on you.
But that was my other thing. I think nobody's really paying attention because it's so early. Because in a season before, when a housewife write another housewife name down, everybody looking around like,
right.
Y'all ain't paying attention.
And you can tell, like Caroline Stanberry, Caroline's on Lisa. I think Caroline Stanberry is hip to Lisa because when Lisa wrote Porsha down, Caroline turned and said,
"Yeah, we don't do that." Yeah,
but Caroline from that side, she close to Jersey, where they don't the loyalty. We don't do that.
We run on that.
We don't do
we
that.
run on that. We live on that.
What they call them? You a what? You a rat? They don't do that.
Right.
They don't do that.
She looked at Rinna. I don't even know if y'all
do
saw
that
it.
over there.
Like, go back and
she
look.
At was like, girl.
The way she looked at Rinna when she flipped that thing and it said Porsha. Caroline looked at her because the next episode it was like pair up, and Caroline was like,
Yes.
They don't play that thing.
Caroline was like, no, I don't want to be in your group.
You're good.
I think they're gonna start coming for our girl Kristen from Top Chef too, because she's
so smart.
Yeah, she's smart.
She gotta be to do
plays
Top
well.
Chef. Oh, they underestimate her. Top Chef
And
is
she
one of
won
the
Top
most
Chef. And she won
mentally,
it. And
and now
won
she's a
it.
host. But Top Chef is one of the most mentally challenging, exhausting. They are cooking 2-3 times all day. Don't get a break. The next day they're in multiple challenges.
Don't forget,
she is used to rigor.
She was the first person ever to go to Last Chance Kitchen and come back
She
and win the
was.
whole
And then
thing.
came back and won. Baby, don't do her.
Yeah.
Don't do her.
She's
smart.
Side note, y'all. There's supposed to be this new show. I've been seeing the clips for this coming out on like Fox or Paramount or something. Pam was hosting, and it's like $1 million budget. And I saw Buddha was back on there, and some of our favorites from Top Chef, girl. It's coming out in March. I'm gonna send it to y'all, and Padma is hosting, and it's a chef competition.
I love Padma.
I'll be watching.
So with that, we're gonna end our bidding on Traitors. But if y'all not watching, y'all need to watch. I am scared for Candace. I think she's doing a great job. That conga line was epic.
Was bad.
It was epic. The fact that she got can we talk about it though? That would have definitely raised an eyebrow for me. But the fact that she had real people excited to do it, like everybody was bonehead.
But
like everybody got in the conga line.
OD like that, you can get away
with
it. I would have been like, why are we getting them doing this right now?
But let's talk about how Rob was like, they're murdering in plain sight. Like he knew. He was like, they're murdering in plain sight. I was like,
and he said, get him out of here.
He said, I'm not doing that line.
Out. Let me say this. The way, but also talk about her influence, because she wasn't even the first one up to get. They were like, I was cracking up like
everybody loved her.
It was so random though. That's what I'm like.
How do you not know? She's like, yo, let's get up. Let's do a conga line. I was like,
out of all the things to be
Candace, you're going about this the wrong way. I was like, you're going about this the wrong way. You're going about this the wrong way.
To me, it would have been a red flag for me.
That was
but
it would have been
to everybody else. They actually got up and did it, which is
didn't they just do elimination or something too, girl? They don't feel like all that.
Yeah, it was a mess. But Candace, we're rooting for you, girl. Let's see how far you make it. Okay, so now we finna move to Real Housewives of Potomac. We are only going to talk about one part of Potomac that we think is really important. The way the group chat lit up talking about this topic, because couldn't be me. But I'm gonna let who want to take it for Angel's little girl trip, as she decided to take the girls to Colorado. It's her space. You know, she's been saying Colorado every episode. Colorado, my home in Colorado, my home in Colorado, my so many acres in Colorado, in Colorado. This Colorado, and then
this is what I'll say about the trip.
We get there.
Go ahead, Shay.
Okay, so we are hosty people.
Hostess with the
we care about this. We care. Like in legit. Our family, like we care.
Literally. Don't take it unless you're willing to do the work to make sure that everybody is having a good time and everything is on point.
And that's why
I will never.
What she did not do. She did not do. None of that. And it's like, I get it. You was hyping everybody up, and then they get there, and they're like, "Girl, it's like I'm living in steerage. Like, what is this? Like, I didn't come all the way to Colorado for this.
For someone, can I just say?"
And then trying to blame production and blame all these other people. It's like, no, this is you. You didn't plan properly.
Yeah.
Let me just go in for a little bit because I'm really upset. Okay,
go ahead, Marla.
I live in the Pacific Northwest. And the Pacific Northwest is absolutely beautiful. We are known for beautiful spaces, relaxing. She had the right mentality, right? Like calmness, outdoors, peace, mantra, meditation. So I saw what she was trying to give the girls, but it did not land. So we get there. But even before we get there, I've never known a host to not talk to the people about their accommodations. So up until this point, you've been saying my house, my 40-something acres. I'm taking y'all to Colorado. It is not beneath the girls to assume that you're taking them to your house because you only ever keep talking about your 40-something acre, well, however many acres you got. Like, that's all you talk about. So they get there, and mind y'all, people spend so much money to come to the Pacific Northwest because we have beautiful properties that are cabin-like, that are still modern, beautiful outdoor properties. You take me to a home that is an hour and a half away from your home. So already as a host, as Shay just mentioned, I'm an hour and a half away from you and you're hosting me. That's not a good look. Like, at least you could have gotten me, if you didn't want me in your home, cool. Still should have gave me a notice on that. But you could have at least got me closer too. So then when they bring it up, her excuse is, well, this is the peak time, for Colorado and everything's booked up. You
knew
asked me
that.
to come here.
But y'all gotta pause.
Asked me to come
Y'all
here.
gotta pause on that, because guess what? I think this was a hodgepodge. I got kicked out my spot, bro. I gotta go back to Colorado for a second. And production pivoted so quick and said, you need to bring the girls with you.
The trip gonna have to be there so we can film you
right.
Yeah.
It was not supposed to be.
But even then, Mandy, I can go on Airbnb right now.
Oh,
and
I can tell
find you some amazing, beautiful properties that is well within the range of where she lives. There's no reason. There's no reason.
Sydney's birthday, like 3 years ago, we were in Denver. Fat old house. It was beautiful. It was like, it was more of us than them. Running water, hot tub, private entry. It was beautiful. And we did that at like 27.
And you're known for the scenery. So they walk in the house. And immediately I looked and I said,
it was outdated.
Marlo wouldn't have been staying there. Like,
that house look ran down.
I'm not even somebody who can afford to stay at a Four Seasons everywhere I go. So if I'm feeling like this house is not modern enough for me, I can only imagine.
I don't do Airbnb as well anyway.
So they walk through, and I'm like, the only good thing about that house are the views. But it's definitely a fixer.
I was gonna say the chef.
This is $1 million. This is $1 million house. This is $1 million house, and I'm like, yeah, $1 million fixer upper. You still can have $1 million house, and it still needs work. This house needs work. It is
a Giselle house, $1 million.
Girl, that look like a barn.
And we've already established that $1 million.
$1 million in today's world.
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing now. It ain't nothing now.
That's bare minimum.
It's nothing. It's nothing
in that environment.
So she's like, well, this is $1 million. And I'm like, baby, she showed me, she started going in them rooms and I started clutching my pearls.
Yeah, I wouldn't have stayed there. It was me seeing the bathrooms. That's always my first thing. When I stay somewhere, I look at bathroom. If you don't give me a glass shower and a modern sink, I would not be staying in your Airbnb.
I'm not staying there. I'm not staying there.
But how did you even? But look at them pictures. How did you think that was acceptable for them?
That's my point, Jasmine.
But that's what makes me think she did that on purpose, and that's why I don't mess with her.
I think she did. And then tell me, we get there that 2 people are staying with you.
I love that part though. I did.
So
love that part.
Already, I'm just kind of like,
and what I did, the other girl, y'all can stay up here. Yeah.
What I didn't like though, Mandy, is girls, and this is why I'm not feeling her as a housewife. Regardless of how mad they were at the other girls.
No, that's not your brother. Giselle do that every trip she on.
No, but listen, hold on. But they all stay in the same house. Like what I'm saying is you don't split them up. So I would have rather you found a house that, okay, cool. We're not going to your house. Fine. Keep that your safe space. But you could have at least found a home that all of us could have stayed at because that's the whole point of a girls trip. And then it's not even like y'all down the street. Y'all are literally an hour and a half away.
When they drove back in that dark, when they drew back in the dark, oh my, y'all, I would have said, hey, I would have called my husband. I would have said, Ramad, get me a flight.
Oh, I would have
immediately. Immediately.
I would have been out.
There's no way.
Or at the least, I would have been at somebody's hotel that night. I wouldn't have slept there.
Like no way.
I wouldn't have slept there either. And then to find out they had no water, baby. They had no water.
I would have made through the night.
Toilet. They said they couldn't even flush the toilet, y'all. It was no water.
Why would y'all put yourself through that, girl? I would have called.
I watched the after show.
Production had to have made them stay because there's no way I think they would have
stayed. They could not even flush the toilets.
Did they say they barely had like cell phone signals and stuff too? Right? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Girl, please.
Yeah. So and then. So let's talk about it. Then you invite me to your house the next day, and I'm seeing your home.
Beautiful.
I'm walking the aesthetics of what the other girls are staying in.
Beauty.
That right there would have made me say,
Fit me off.
I don't like you, Angel.
Fit me off.
I can't. One
Cussed
thing
around
you
her own
mess
house,
with
that would've
my
been crazy.
water, my aesthetic, and I have nothing for you. I'm like, Angel, this was very nicely thought. Great. Just letting you know, tonight's my last night. I will be flying back because you could really care less about like how we're living back there.
Yeah.
And so since you want us to be an hour and a half away from you, you don't
Yeah.
even really like us like that. So I'm gonna just do my own bidding and get up out of here. Like
You
I'm
know
not
what I was
staying.
thinking about too, though, y'all? I'm particular now, right? But I can't imagine pushing 60 like Giselle. And you got me like, can y'all like? Can
That's
y'all
why
think about
Giselle
y'all
said, I'm going to the
60-year-old
fourth season.
Like, could you imagine your 60-year-old self?
Nope.
No.
No, ma'am.
First of all,
Staying
she
in the
can't even
house
give
with
me-
no water.
First of all, she can't even give me a get on the flight because I already know you don't like me. So I already know you about to set me up for failure.
No.
There's no way.
So from there, they go to her house. I don't know. I keep hearing y'all talk about her. Her husband looks really rude to me. They've never really shown
Not
him in
to
a
me.
very nice light.
All the men.
I think of him like a Charles Oakley. Like, I'm here for her, and if she want me here, I'm gonna be here.
Okay, well, it's not giving good vibes to me. Like I'm used to.
To me, he tired of them because for me, it's probably her going home
and
telling
him
all the
he said
stuff
it on
they
Watch
do.
What Happens Live. So
and yeah,
on Watch What Happens Live, Andy asked him, was like, he said the same thing I was saying, like, it doesn't seem like you want to be here, situation, whatever. He said, no, to be honest with you, like, I'm here to support my wife. Like, I'm really here. Like, if she wants me to do this, I'm down to do this. But, like, she comes home and tells me how they treating them, like, how they're treating her. And, like,
tell her to stop coming in.
I don't want them to come to my house. And as a husband, that's what a husband.
Well, then don't invite me to Colorado. And this is what I'm saying. That's
but
like
it wasn't
you
but
inviting your enemies.
Y'all, sometimes we
and
have to
then
take ourselves out and realize this is also production. Like I said, this was
but production. This is stupid. This is stupid.
I agree because production allowed them to stay in that house. That's what I'm like. You see what I'm saying? Like production has a lot to blame for this trip. How you gonna let your talent? That's a lawsuit to me.
It is.
Let your talent stay in a house without sewage.
And I don't care how many ratings you think you finna get some good gold. Don't you
That's
ever?
what I'm like. That's a lawsuit to me.
They played in their face.
That's a lawsuit to me. So like it's 50% blame. I say 50-50 Angel, 50-50 like production. Because how are you gonna let me stay here? Like I'm sorry. Like, how are you letting me stay in this house?
And they over here coming in. They're like, here's mimosas. They're like, I haven't been able to take a shower, so I don't. Really
I haven't been able to wash
mimosas.
my whole body, and I feel disgusting.
So no. And then they over here like, well, they're such Debbie Downers. I looked at them. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah,
I don't think y'all
want to switch.
I'm gonna say like Kiana, you in this comfortable old bed with an ensuite bath in this luxurious bedroom.
Again, so let's switch. You go back to the cabin. I'll stay here and see how you feel.
I just don't like any of it. I just don't like none of it. I didn't like the men, how rude they were.
Oh, that was so bad.
I hated it.
Yeah, this is bad.
When a group of women walk up,
the precursor of Giselle going off on her
as she
tell her that she's
should.
taking off the trip. What do y'all think is coming? Do you think they're gonna last and stay on the trip? Like, what do y'all think
is Monique versus her? Because I was gonna say the only thing about this episode that I was on her side for was how Monique is weirdly obsessed with putting her marriage on Angel, and like, oh, he's just like Chris, and he doesn't have to watch your kids. It's like, babe, calm down. If I told my husband, who we share 3 kids with, one of whom I'm still breastfeeding currently, that I'm gonna be here at night, and then the girls ask me, wait, can you come to our house for a night? And I haven't discussed that with my husband. And I said, let me just talk to my husband. Like, she didn't say I'm not coming.
Right. She said, but Mandy, this is the only reason why I disagree. Nobody asked you to host. Hold on. Nobody asked you to host. So I'm gonna say it again.
Don't you ask her to host?
No, but what I'm saying is you got me here. And you got me here an hour and a half away. I don't care what inconvenience you got going on.
That's
You
inconsiderate.
put me in a different house than
She
you.
breastfeeding though, Marla.
And if she would have been on the Real Girls trip, she wouldn't be with her husband at all.
But she wasn't. She's breastfeeding
And guess what, Mandy?
her
I don't care.
child.
You can breastfeed, and she has milk stored up, Mandy. Stop it. You got milk stored up, and guess what? There's a fridge at the other place. You can pump it. You can put the stuff in the fridge, and then you date
It don't.
That's
To
it.
me,
It ain't that
to
deep.
me,
It is not
no,
that deep.
I
Stop
disagree.
it.
To me,
Stop
I
it.
that part that's also part of the reason why I don't want to exclusively breastfeed, because I want my husband to be able to take care of my kid without me
But you
having
can
to.
still breastfeed
Yeah, but I'm gonna
and
say, but
still
then
have
you
him
you
take
have a
care of the
supply.
kid.
Yeah,
keep
Well,
it
you have a
some
supply.
people don't. Some people don't bottle feed and breastfeed.
That
That
is
is a
true.
thing. That is
That
a
is very
thing,
true.
y'all. Some kids that are
Mandy,
breastfed do
she
not
would
take
not be
bottles.
able to. Then she
Marla,
wouldn't be able. No, listen. She would not
You
be
wouldn't be able
able
to do
to
the show.
work if she did that. Is what I'm
she
saying.
don't work.
She's
She's on
not
the
staying at
show.
home. No,
She
but the
don't
show is
work.
work, and it takes time, and it takes hours of footage. So that's not true. It would be different if, like, you were talking to a Joe Smo regular person that, like, they literally stay at home as a stay-at-home mom. But sis is out here shooting for hours at a time.
I guess
She is not
I
doing
just
that
think it's
full time.
inconsiderate. I think
Not
that part was.
inconsiderate.
I
It's
think
not.
no, Marla, you gotta let me finish. The way the women went about it to me was inconsiderate, because one, none of y'all got husbands. None of y'all had a man helping y'all raise y'all kids. So y'all don't understand a partnership. And for me, it came out very bitter, because everything that Monique was saying, she was trying to project her terrible marriage on this girl. And I just did not like that. Because it's like, girl, if I say I want to check in with my man, I can check in with my man. I'm sorry. Like, I'm that type of woman.
And
like,
here's the thing, just don't let it bother you, because if you're gonna do what you do. But what I'm gonna also say is Monique could also be seeing something that we don't see. And so you also got people
Monique
that real
don't know
live
that
hold
girl.
on.
She been filming for 2 days.
Now what I will say is she doesn't know her, so no, you should not be coming to her in that way.
That's what I'm
But she may
saying.
truly be seeing things that she's like, but
She
to
may
your
be
point, that's
seeing
not
things.
how
You see
that's not
yourself.
how you
Nah, you don't
That's
do
not
that's
how
that.
not
you
how
do
you
it.
speak on it. That's not how you do it.
Also,
Because if
It's
somebody
not.
did that to Monique,
Thank you.
come on.
You got to understand the place that you're in, and maybe from what you have experienced, maybe you
Yes.
should not be
Project.
having that conversation, because
Right.
you're still actively going through it.
Healing. You're still healing.
So
And I think Monique is in that, you meet a person that just started therapy, and every time you talk to them, it's like they therapizing you and using these
yes.
like therapy words. And it's like, baby, calm down.
It's like a
You
person.
still
getting over
It's like a
yours.
person who just got saved. They just
it's like they telling you everything the Bible has ever said, and what you doing
Yeah.
is wrong. And it's just
Yeah.
like, calm down. Let's let you settle in this first before you start
Right.
coming to me. Like,
Yeah,
or
I'm
like
with you.
being in
I'm
a
with you.
sorority. Like, when I first crossed, I wasn't telling the next girl, like, nah, you need to calm down. Like, you a neophyte. You need to calm down. Like, you new in this. Let's get acclimated. And that was my thing. It's like, girl, you just divorced this man. Y'all still fighting about custody.
And it's
you
still new.
mad. Yeah, you still mad about so much stuff. He's sending you cease and desist. Don't.
It's too much drama.
Yeah, like, don't do that.
Yeah, but to your point, I think it would be different if it was somebody that she really, really knew. But you don't know
Right.
Angel, and Angel have already felt attacked by all
If
the
Kay,
other women.
if Kay
so this
said
is
it,
just
it probably
not-
would have been a little different.
Thank
You would have
you.
received
Yes.
it differently.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm with you. Like, if I wasn't planning on leaving, and I'm like, but I would see. Here's the difference between me and her. They were talking about not that night for you to go to the house. They were talking about the next night. So she didn't even have to say, "Well, let me talk to my husband." She used that as the issue why
It's
it
a scapegoat
backfired
too.
on her.
It was
She didn't wanna go.
a
She
scapegoat.
tried
Yeah,
to use it as a
and she said it
scapegoat,
to her husband too. She
and
didn't want
so
to go.
she got
Yeah.
called
I
out.
wanna go.
Mhm.
Because if that was the case, I would never be like, I would never tell my girls, like, let me check with my husband.
Right.
I would just be like, yo, D, like, you good if blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
All right, girls, and I'll just text the thread like, yeah, girl, I'm good. Like,
Mhm.
you don't typically announce, let me
She
check with my
knew she
husband
put them in
unless
some
she don't
trash.
want to go.
You knew
Yeah.
you put them in some trash.
So
and you knew they
I
was about to
also
come and drag
understand
You knew
Monique
you wasn't
calling
spending
her
the night
out.
at that house.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And so
Said, "Girl, I
she
I
wasn't
found the
expecting to
worst
get called
house
out
I
about
could
it.
find, and I put them in there.
Yeah.
And now they
Yeah.
want me to come and stay with them. It's a no.
And I also, like you said, like, to wrap up the Potomac thing, like, coming up is going to be Giselle's gonna try to pull her queen bee mean girl. No, I made other accommodations. We're not coming with you. whatever the case may be. I see them get into an argument because they're finna fly out to Aspen on a private plane, and Mauricio finna pop up. That's stupid. Whatever.
You know what? In this moment, I'm okay with Giselle being a mean girl because you played in my face.
I am okay. I felt her.
I'm okay with it.
I wanted her to give her the smoke. Her more because the way that
I'm sorry.
I still don't like Giselle. I can't see it for her,
don't know what we're talking about.
I still can't see it for her, y'all.
Jasmine, not even flush the toilet. If I can't take a shower, y'all don't want to see me.
I can't even wash my hands.
I'm still sorry, y'all. I still can't see it for no way Giselle do anything. But I get it, but I still just can't look at her like in that wrinkly
old
neck.
And I bet you probably the reason why they got so upset is because they probably got production telling them, y'all can't leave. Y'all can't leave. Y'all got to figure it out. Y'all got to figure it out. And so she's probably so pissed off that by the time it gets to the scene, she's like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about this no more. I'm losing it.
You trash, production trash. Oh, y'all.
Yeah, everybody's trash. Everybody getting it. This is what y'all want. I'm
gonna know what question I do have about Giselle. Where she get her money from? Like, what does she do? Like, to get money?
She still get alimony, don't she?
Alimony, I'm sure.
Oh, she gets alimony. He's married again. But does that matter?
That don't mean nothing.
He would need. She would probably have to get married again for that to.
She has to get married to not for him not to.
Oh, so Jamal's still paying for that life.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
That's why I think he was trying to get her back at that time. It was cheaper to keep her.
And that's also why she fighting on that daggone wheel because them babies 18.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, got you. All right.
Well,
so she don't get
child
support
no more. It's not about them being 18. It's till they get out of college. Until this she'll probably.
So she gets child support till they get out of college?
Yes, but when you get older, that child support is probably going like towards probably straight to the school,
exactly,
or straight to the
she's
girls.
Focusing on her alimony right now, so she like that's about to dry up. Let me go ahead and make sure I fight my daddy will so I can have some money.
And that's her money. She deserves that because whoever the wife is holding it up, apparently, right?
But don't she got other siblings? So why she acting like all the money is gonna go to her? Anyway, sorry. Let's just keep pushing. I'm sorry.
All right, we
don't know where her mama at, but go ahead.
I have a lot of questions. We
will take one on. Maybe we'll get a little bit more clarity later.
We'll get a deep dive.
Okay, so now we're going to end with the meat and potatoes. There's been a lot of commentary and a lot of conversation around Love and Marriage Huntsville. I honestly have to tell y'all, I stopped watching for a minute.
Same.
Until it started getting talked about. And then that's when I said, okay, let me go back. So we're going to talk about it first. The two pieces we want to talk about first, we're going to start with Miss Wanda and Tisha. So long story short, you have Miss Wanda pulling up to one of the events of the castmates because Tisha is getting into it with Miss Neil. Now, you can have your opinion on who's right and who's wrong. So many words. Miss Neil brought up the fact that Martell had a woman, alleged online that they were passing around Ariane, okay, and a few other things, a few other allegations. And so she asked Tisha, as you would on a show, do you want to speak or comment on like what everybody saw? Tisha got, as always, my man don't cheat, even though, we all just like, girl, all right. My man don't cheat, leave my marriage alone. Yeah. And then they started popping off. And then ever since then, she didn't really see it for Miss Nell, because one thing Miss Nell ain't gonna do is let you keep going off on her either. So she's like, I asked you a question that I would expect that you would ask of me if something like that happened. So I don't understand like why you coming at me like this. What I also don't like in this moment is usually Kimmy is just, we're gonna talk about Kimmy later, but Kimmy is usually a voice of reason when it comes to Tisha. And lately she's been on Tisha's side. And it's been really bothering me that she's letting Tisha go back to her old antics of not taking any accountability. But so they kind of double team Nell together. And so Nell at that point, she's just like, I'm going through a lot. I ain't got time for this. But they keep going back and forth at different occasions. They go to the winery, they make a truce, whatever, but like, it is what it is. It don't last long. So then Tisha, who can't fight no battles by herself, decides to call her crazy mama, which is a wild card. Like, you tell her one thing, hoping she gonna do one thing. She gonna go too far and do something else. So Miss Wanda,
I think Miss Wanda did exactly what Tisha wanted her to do.
Let's not act like she didn't want it.
Yeah, Tisha Tisha knew when she called her mama that her mama was going to go too far because she got to protect her 40-year-old baby. Like, it makes no sense.
Did y'all watch the episode when they went down to see Miss Wanda at her potato truck? And she literally said, "Mama, this is what's happening with me." She literally gave her mama all the information. And who was she with? Kimmy and
Kimmy with all of it now.
Kimmy and Destiny, and they were like, "You really came down." They was like, "You really came down here." Well, mostly Destiny was like, "You really came down here to get your mama
to come at your people."
To come at Bisnell. Like, you really
and don't forget she off of probation because remember she couldn't film because Melody was on the show.
Oh yeah, that's true. So she back.
But remember, this stuff with Tisha and Kimmy and Miss Nell goes back to, I guess that'd be 2 seasons ago now, when Mel had that girls trip. And they all got, well, and she was acting funny, but she Tisha and Kimmy got into, like, I don't want to say a screaming match, but a little bit of a heated argument with Miss Nell. And I felt like Miss Nell didn't have to apologize, but whatever.
She always apologized, and I feel like she be in the right. It really makes me upset.
It does. It's frustrating for sure.
It is very frustrating. So getting back to this scene, so they finally get to the scene. They're at this party, this stupid hold down, whatever. What the 80s party? I don't know.
The 80s
what was the point though? What was the point of it though?
It just, they needed to get something for the cast to come together. So they came up with an 80s party.
And everybody just randomly forgave Martell now.
Yeah. And where he been at? He ain't been in the episode.
He was at the party.
I have a theory about
the so-called side chick.
My theory is that everybody's forgiving Martell because Martell was right all along. He may be low down, he may do some dirty stuff, but he has been telling the truth about them from the beginning.
From episode 1, season 1, bro.
Yes. Like,
and I think that's why they hated Melody, because Melody knew their tea because of Martell. You think he not pillow talking? We're talking about Martell.
You know he
talking. And you can see it. You can see it in the actions of Marceau and Maurice now, and how they behave, and the things that they say, and how they treat their wives. And it's like Martell was right all along. And
he was.
I hate to say that because he's such a villain.
Don't it hurt?
It literally hurts.
Because I thought he was just a hater in the beginning. I was like, nah, he want everybody to come down with him because he got caught cheating. But in his mind, if I was a narcissist cheater, I would be like, no, but it's like we was all doing it. Like, you know.
I'm just gonna be making some stuff
I'm taking everybody out with me.
You know, like we was
so my question is to y'all, bringing it back to, Miss Nell and Tisha. Do you think that, Tisha's mom, Wanda, went too far in their spat?
Can I get
one thing that I don't like is when she started talking about Nell's mom, who we know she's still trying to grapple with, get over. And so she brought up her mama, and like it just escalated.
But I'm raising my hand because I have a very unpopular opinion that's gonna make a lot of sense about the situation, in my opinion. The problem is, for me, Nell and Wanda the same age group.
Yes.
You got this old woman with these middle-aged women. That power dynamic is gonna be weird because they looking at you like an auntie, but now y'all going off on each other. So when Nell come around, when Nell come around Wanda, to me that argument made the most sense to me because
they pierce.
Come on.
Yeah. But that's what Tisha was saying. Tisha was like, I'm not gonna argue with this old lady.
But
I'm about to get my mama with her same age.
Tisha, you don't want to argue with nobody. That's
right. It was about her being weak, and she can't never fight her own battle. She never did it with Melody. She never did it with nobody.
That's the thing.
No. Anybody who always be like, I'm so nice. I don't understand why
that
everybody
lady is mean and miserable.
No. I'm like, okay, Tisha, what do you see that we don't see?
Mean.
Because my issue is she is truly a mean girl. She is what you always wanted to be male. She's turned into that kind of person. But one thing that I really don't like about Tisha is her lack of accountability. I have yet to see her out of these many seasons, even when it came to her cousin or her cousin passing away.
Oh, Kiki,
we have yet to see any accountability from Tisha whatsoever. It is definite.
Any real remorse?
No,
definitely. It is definite.
Yeah, just.
But off with that. So let's get to the other piece that really.
Can we talk about the sex addict?
Yes.
Let's talk about Maurice and Kimmy now. And this is where
you should be able to divorce your man for that, by the way.
Oh, Lord.
So it's bigger than that. She should.
I'm about to say it's bigger than that.
I think she should be able to divorce your man.
That is
hold on, y'all. Y'all are going in before we give context. So with Maurice and Kimmy, we have a scene in the most recent episode where after they do therapy, he's saying all the right things during therapy, like, a
manipulator, sociopath.
Agreeing with them. Yeah, and they're like, you need to figure out like why you feel like you need it so many times a day. In so many words, that's not normal. Like you're looking for something else. It's not what you think it's for. It's something else that you're looking for. And he's like, Then they sit down and they have dinner.
He frames
for a little date day.
Crazy.
Well, that nigga crazy.
And he's like, so what I'm figuring out is like they agree with me.
They did not.
Nowhere near.
Yeah, I feel like that man would have. Let me stop.
And she said, I
don't think he would do it with anything.
That's what you may have heard in your head, but that's not what was said. And so she runs it all down. And he's like, he never said it was wrong though. He just said, that I need to figure out like I'm self-soothing. And she said, but that's not a good thing.
Can we talk about how freaky that is too? How he talked about the story with his siblings and they all share the same dirty magazine on the top of the bathroom, and when they couldn't eat, they decided to go look at the magazine. Like it sounds crazy.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
He has a literal addiction.
I think he will stick it anywhere. That's what
anywhere.
And that's what she's sticking anywhere.
You are not going to convince me that man is not cheating. If she is not giving it to him as much as he wants, you cannot convince me that.
But you know what? Cheating. You know what made me? I don't know if it was she said it, but I was watching Dustin and them, and the one thing I don't know who said it, but my issue is it's one thing to say, "Baby, I'm so attracted to you, and I am so obsessed with you that I want you all the time," right? To I want sex all the time.
It's two different things.
That's two different
worlds.
Things. That's why I said I feel like he was sticking at anything, and I mean anything.
Well, but that's what she said. You just want sex, so you can get that anyway.
It's not me, right? It's not me.
This is about him receiving pleasure from his wife. Or I ain't gonna say just his wife, from anybody.
From anything.
From anybody.
But can we go a bit further? Is I'm a stand on business when I say Kimmy, my girl, for one thing. Baby, she hurt that man's feelings.
Oh yeah. She said I was turned on by you when you was a builder, baby. When
she said you and your soft hand era.
Your soft hands don't turn me on. It don't get me to where it need to get me. I said,
I might as well be by myself. I gotta get myself hot.
She said I gotta turn myself on. I said,
so in other words, what I'm hearing is we may be getting a divorce next year.
And we should.
No.
We should.
We're not. I'm ashamed. They're not divorcing.
No, I'm gonna tell you, y'all, from a couple perspective,
I get it. They're not gonna divorce.
Never that bad. Where you literally look a person in the face and say, "I'm not attracted to you. You don't turn me on. Pick up something because I'm not attracted to you." And then he's like, well, what did you marry me for? Because she's like,
you was building stuff. You was turning me on.
You was building stuff.
And he's like, well, he used to give it to me all the time.
This is what I want to break down. No. This is what I want to break down.
He don't do nothing no more.
This is what I want to break down. What she is saying is it's less about him picking up his hands and building. What she is saying is, I don't like the person you have become.
You're a
Yes.
soft man. You're a
I
soft
don't
man.
like you are not the man I married, is what I heard in that conversation.
Go ahead, Marla.
And when you get into conversations like that, and then he mentions, well, then it sounds like that we're not compatible. And so I'm thinking about and she said,
and he didn't say
what you say?
Yeah. Woo.
If you gonna say it, just say it. You done said it now. You might
And
as well
she said,
finish.
because if that's what you're thinking about, he was like, in so many words, what I'm seeing on his side is, if you don't give me what I want,
I'm gonna go find it.
I'm gonna go find
But
it.
not even that. What did it for me is him saying there is no middle ground for us. It's either you gonna come to my side or it ain't gonna be no side. Which is like, what kind of marriage?
I think that's insane, Jasmine. Like, can y'all like?
What?
I don't want to get graphic.
3-4 times a day.
It's crazy. It's
your
crazy.
lady part is gonna fall off.
Forget that. That means
Your
he really don't have no
lady part
job,
is
y'all. That means he don't have no job because he don't do nothing all day. Because if
And
you
your
think
lady
about
What
that all
cases
day,
is he
he's not working.
taking? Is he still illegal? What is he
Y'all,
doing?
Can y'all imagine going to your OBGYN?
No.
Getting a pap smear.
She talking about this thing is overworked.
It's
falling off the bone.
It's falling off the bone at that point. And do you even? And my thing is, do you even feel it at that point?
No.
Well,
Because at this
but
point,
he doesn't
what
care
he's
about that,
saying
though.
is he doesn't care about her. He wants it. And so he's like, because I want it. And what men don't realize, I think what Claudia don't say a lot of things that I agree with, but there was one thing that she did say when he came onto the pod with them, that she was explaining, like, for women, it starts way before
it
the
does.
act. We are very emotional and mental. So if you don't get our mind
beforehand, we already know what the tea is. Like 3 hours beforehand.
If you don't captivate our mind and get us in a state of that's where we are, because for us it's really not the physical, it's about the emotional and the feeling of want. So if you just only want to hit and be done, okay, I got nothing out of that.
Yeah.
So do what you need to do and go ahead and be done. And if that's what you want, you want a little a slave doll. You want a doll. You don't want.
I'm gonna go buy you a doll.
You want a doll.
I think that he really needs to like do some intense therapy to figure out why he has this hypersexual like thought process that you can't even get over the fact that your wife is a cancer survivor. You can't even look past the things that she has gone through and even care about her as a human because of what you want. And there's nothing wrong with having a sexual appetite, as you should
for your
have.
wife, for your husband. Yes, right.
But like that is
That's
excessive.
Crazy.
That is excessive.
You know what, Shay?
That nigga got a sexual tapeworm.
In that conversation, what stood out to me was their different opinions about the origins of their relationship. Because in the beginning,
from the
you see, because in that same conversation, he was like, but you was doing this in the beginning. Like we were having sex all the time in the beginning. And you know what she said? She said, because I saw you once a week. It was on my mind. I was traveling to come. Like when you long distance,
you gotta get it in.
It's not even a question. It's like an absence make the heart grows fonder situation. So in his mind, he thinking on his end, he thinking this gonna translate into every day. And then her end, she's just caught up in the passion of I'm seeing my man once a week, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to see him.
And so in his mind, he like, oh, this one finna get. So soon as we get together, we gonna do this every day. And then he's disappointed. And she like, wait. But also, she also, like you said, Marla, she started getting more into detail and said, but also,
I read between the lines.
She said, but even when we got together and we first got married, I was pulling up on you when you was building my offices and you was building homes and you were doing this with your hands. And I was just I felt like a woman. Basically what she was saying was, I felt like a woman that you were providing for. And that turned me on. Now you this little pretty boy lawyer that's getting DUIs. I'm going through cancer. You out here. My son telling me that he's never saw you as a father figure. I'm raising your kid. Wait. Am I turned on?
No, none of it. Am I turned on by the fact that you didn't defend me against your ex-wife?
Thank you.
You actually set me up for failure against her.
And as much as she want to act like it doesn't matter, those years where Martell and Melody was telling all of them these men was with me in Vegas, that's sitting on her too. Yep. I don't care what she say.
Well, now seeing how hypersexual he is, I don't believe.
I believe it.
If she's not giving
the linebacker, I believe it was a linebacker looking woman because like
I don't think he care what it looked like. He don't care
anything.
Yeah,
but see, I think that's why he's jumping on Tisha's bandwagon.
Yep,
is because she has entered that state of Delulu like Tisha.
Yep. Yep.
Like she knows what's going on in her marriage. She knows what's going on in her life. And how many times has he embarrassed her on this show? And then the people in the comments is going clean off and she just defends him.
Taking it.
You don't know the context or whatever. And you're right, we don't know the context. However,
it looks crazy.
Too many occasions. It's too many occasions where we need context.
He's literally just embarrassing you all the time.
All the time.
What's the point of therapy if this is like
Marla?
Like
that's
therapy,
what I'm saying.
Like,
well, can I tell you what happened? Okay, this gonna sound very insane.
He's a narcissist. He's gonna say whatever he wants to hear.
He's the opposite, Marla. He's an actual sociopath. He believes the emotions that he's portraying. This is what I think.
No, I do believe that.
I think no, Marla. That man really like. So this is what I'm gonna say. There are two different type of people that go to therapy, right? There are normal people that go to seek help and listen and tell the truth. But I even talked to my therapist about this, and she told me like there are literal people that come to therapy to lie. There are literal people that will go to therapy to lie and then in couples counseling to manipulate the therapist to being on their side to prove their point to their partner. And I think that's what he did. I think he went into that situation thinking that I'm going to convince them that me wanting sex all the time is healthy for my relationship. That was his goal. It wasn't to, like you said, Jasmine, it was never to come to a middle ground.
He don't care about that middle ground.
His purpose of going to therapy was, I'm finna get up here, I'm finna spin this story, and by the end of it, they're gonna make Kimmy feel bad that she's not giving me some all the time.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be real with y'all. That correlation between the white fridge,
that made me even sicker. That made me sicker because you're not eating, so you're gonna go in the bathroom and that's the correlation.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to really like explore why he is the way he is. Like again, I think we said this a while ago.
He gotta think it's a problem. The mama? He don't think it's a problem.
The mama probably. I don't want to say this out loud. The mama probably was doing exactly what they want. The mama, because
I do believe that because you had to learn that from somewhere.
And they said it's a bunch of them. We don't even know how many siblings they got. So it sounded like the mama was just popping them out.
They can't feed them all. So you lock the fridge.
Yes. That's why the fridge was locked.
You locked the fridge, so I'm gonna go.
They daddy was probably hypersexual.
Jerk myself.
Y'all know the books we be reading. It be starting with that daggone daddy. They daddy be introducing them to these lives.
Yes,
based off the books I be reading. You right.
Yes. The daddies be introducing their sons to these lifestyles and lives more than people want to admit. And it's not a coincidence that you and your brother are extremely mannish like that.
At least one of the brothers, at least, like, I don't want to get.
All right, y'all. We're gonna be done. We're gonna be done.
Sorry, y'all. Okay. Didn't you want to go
down the rabbit hole?
So one of the stories, he's a sociopath that went to therapy to manipulate his wife. That's where I'm gonna end it.
Also, he was on Carlos's show and really trying to justify it.
Oh yeah, he did. And Claudia believes it. And Claudia clocked him. That's the one time she was like, if y'all have not listened, listen to that episode.
I didn't watch it with them. I just watched the last one.
No, listen to the one with Claudia where he comes on to say his bidding, and Claudia clocked him.
And what he did?
Got him good.
Nothing.
Oh, he didn't do nothing. He was just like, I just think you just don't fully understand our makeup. She said, no, I was in a relationship like this, and that's why we're not together. And I don't think you and your wife are going to end up together.
Well, she said on this last one too. She said they don't like each other no more.
Yeah, I think so. What I saw, no. I need y'all to understand. There's something when you argue, and then there's something else when you see a look on somebody's face of like, I don't like you.
Yeah,
I am disgusted by
because
you.
To be honest, y'all, like, people have, that is a very common thing people go to therapy for, is intimacy. But I've never heard of nobody going to therapy saying, I want it 3 times a day, every day.
That's somebody mentally that's
like,
not.
I've never heard of that in my life, y'all. Like, normally it'd be like, we just kind of in a rut. We trying to reconnect and like figure out a good balance. I've never in my life heard of no.
I don't think they went there with the intent of that. I think he
came out
with his brain.
I think he did.
That wasn't on Kimmy's mind,
right? He was trying to keep the relationship from the
Kimmy thought he was playing. I truly think, y'all, as a wife, Kimmy heard him say like, I want it 3 times a day, and like, ha ha ha, boy, you crazy, like.
No, she knew he was serious.
You think so?
Yeah, that made me press her.
When he presses her, he like literally like,
you can't tell me don't press her.
He looked like a dude that's like, I ain't getting none today. He looked like a dude that's like, you didn't give me. We only did 1 time a day. Or like, when you gonna give me more? Or like, when you gonna? Or literally like right after they done, like, so we gonna keep this going, right? Like, oh, nothing more turns you off.
He said like, that woman
when it's like we like chill out.
What he say?
Enjoy the moment.
He basically told that lady, you gonna have to suffer through it while she's going through chemo. You can't tell me that man not pressing her.
He is definitely pressing her.
I don't want to take it even further than that, but he probably doing some other things. But I'm gonna let it go.
Honey, we don't know what he tapped into, but we just gonna hope and pray. Usually, I don't say somebody needs to separate, but
they
in
need
this
to
case,
go.
If this is his level of expectation of what normal is,
girl, you can't do it, girl.
That is not normal. And I'm also not going to tell you that you can cheat on me either and be unfaithful. So they may have to come.
That's
to
where he was getting to. Did you kind of? That's
what he was trying to. Yeah. He's preparing her
like,
for that.
I need it. So if you're not gonna do it, and you're not,
somebody else's will. Yes.
He's
preparing her.
Another woman will.
Done.
Okay.
I can't. I'm
all right. So then, with that, we're just gonna end with a very quick honorable mention. What
I have one more thing. Oh, it's about Love and Marriage Huntsville, about how they're starting a new season in April, but it's still based off this season. So Carlos them
it's
are basically
new season?
It's like a second half, but it's like
they doing this again.
Yes. So but it's still the same within the same time frame of taping. So it's like we're still watching stuff from 2024, 25. So
I don't need to get it together. Oh God. Okay.
And we're talking about it today, which is why they so checked out, because they're like, we've been past this. This is so dumb.
Exactly.
They're not past it. She just accepted it and letting him get a
it's
little
like
side
2 years ago. Exactly.
Okay. All right. So now just last piece, guys, before we hop off, honorable mention. So one of Carlos's shows, Belle Collective,
coming back.
The ladies love, we love
next
it.
Month,
it's a really great show coming back.
They're gonna get more than 4
with
episodes.
that, they announced that there will be a spinoff.
Woo-woo.
And guess who the spinoff is going to be for? Sis from Love and Marriage Huntsville, that was so successful, beautiful business, decided that this show was not for her and walked off getting her own spinoff called Belle Collective. And
Birmingham.
I think it's Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
So we are very excited to see Stormy again. Stormy's business is still doing really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
For someone who has actually bought some of her products, I am in love with.
Excited to see her hometown.
A lot of her products. So Stormy, can't wait to see you back on the screen. Congratulations, my love, for getting a spinoff. That is huge. Melanie is probably fighting the air right now, but it ain't her problem. Sis, you handled yourself right, and I cannot wait. So,
I will say that's what we always said, though. She should have been on Belle Collective more than
we said it. Yeah, not Huntsville. Yeah.
So that's good.
So good for her. So with that, y'all, we are going to end us. So until next time, we want to hear from you guys. Like us on Facebook, comment on Instagram, go
all
to
of
our
it.
YouTube, TikTok. We are popping on TikTok. So continue to, follow us, talk to us. We'll bring it up on the show. And until next time, y'all.
Happy New Year!
Oh, Happy New Year! This is the first episode. Okay.
Deuces.
Yeah.